In an unprecedented move, the Supreme Court will hear a petition filed by over 350 soldiers and officers of the Indian Army against dilution of AFSPA. The men in uniform allege that exposing them to CBI and police prosecution for operational encounters against insurgents will endanger national security. The Army men are protesting against the Apex Court's direction to the CBI to register cases against soldiers involved in old encounter cases in Manipur. We have Shuja Haq, who's with us live from Srinagar. Shuja, the Army enjoys AFSPA in Manipur and in Jammu and Kashmir. Manipur, of course, it's been lifted, but these are old encounter cases that the Supreme Court wanted the CBI to take up. In Kashmir also, we've seen several movements against AFSPA, with activists saying that AFSPA actually gives the police prosecution immunity from prosecution for these alleged excesses that they indulge in.
That's right, Simi. In fact, the debate over Armed Forces Special Powers Act in the state of Jammu and Kashmir is pretty old. In fact, over past few years, it has only gone on and the debate has intensified around it. If you remember, in 2010 and after that, we'd seen that the government at that point of time, which was headed by Chief Minister Omar Abdullah, had said that the Armed Forces Special Powers Act would be lifted from certain parts of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. But the Army had really, at that point of time, opposed it. And even till date, the status remains the same. Every time there is a viewpoint that Armed Forces Special Powers Act perhaps needs to be lifted, at least from certain parts of the state, the Army and the Defence Ministry puts its foot down and suggests that the atmosphere is not conducive enough. So that having been said, that is the ground reality on the here. We've also seen many other organizations coming forward against the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, not just in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. You've also seen how it played out in areas of Northeast. Simi?
Absolutely. And Shuja, we're being told that the Manipur police is also likely to approach the Supreme Court to question the efficacy of the decision to ask the CBI to register cases against police commandos. So we're talking about excesses not just by the Army but also by the police.
Well, absolutely. In this particular case, it is even the police force in Manipur which is, contemplating to come forward and appeal against it. It's a very interesting debate because there are definitely going to be two ways to look at it. There will be people who would point fingers at the forces saying that, if this is not done, how is it that the accountability would be ensured? Which is guaranteed under law as well. So, a very interesting debate around this entire issue. We'll have to really see how it, goes forward.
All right, so just stay on with us as more breaking news coming in. Two Pakistani troops killed after Indian Army carried out operations along the LOC in Tangdhar sector. Operation in response to Pakistani violations and killing of a Jawan in Tangdhar sector yesterday. We have Shuja Haq, who's with us live. Shuja, take us through details.
Sibi, this morning the Indian Army sent out an official statement saying that during the night there were calibrated operations that were carried out by the forces on the line of control in Tangdhar sector. It's important to note the words used, calibrated operations. I mean, this could very well mean that the Army has crossed the line of control, gone into that side, carried out operations and killed two Pakistani soldiers. But this, the Army said that has been done in response to what has been happening on the ground in Tangdhar over past couple of days. Just yesterday in itself, as per the Army, there was an infiltration bid that was carried out in the same sector, and while foiling this infiltration bid, one Army soldier lost his life. So the action that has been taken by the Army seems to be in response to these activities of infiltration and firing that have happened over past couple of days in this sector. That's about the statement that we've been receiving so far. That's all that we're picking up from the ground. There isn't more escalation, so to speak, hasn't happened so far. But usually whenever these things happen, there is apprehension of escalation from both the sides, because then it in itself, it opens up other sectors and shellings and other things start happening. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But at this point of time, The official statement suggests that two Pakistani soldiers have been killed in calibrated operations that have been carried out by Indian Army in response to what has been happening in Tangdhar sector over past couple of days.
All right, Chija, thanks so much for that. We're going to keep coming back to you for more developments.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.